Hello, my lovelies. Elsie here to do your sneak peek for the singles. Sneak peek for the weekend. How are you, my singles? Thank you so much for clicking here. I do appreciate you already. If you are brand new and you just arrived, welcome, welcome. I do this reading every Friday, usually every Friday, for the singles. This is usually always pointed in the direction of love, but if other things come up in the reading, I'm not going to ignore it. I will bring other things up as well, but this is primarily going to be a love reading for you. So I am here to do a reading from Aries to Pisces. I'm going to go through all the signs. I've marked everything down below in the description, so you can just scroll this video and find what you need. I'm just going to ask you to please, please, please stop watching tarot for just your sun sign. You don't know what's going on. You have no idea what's going on if you're watching tarot for your personality. It's going to be a much rounder picture when you find out your moon and your rising, and you do not need the exact time of birth. Look, it helps. It absolutely helps. But if you don't have the exact time of birth, please just use whether you were born after midnight. It'll ask you AM or PM. Do you know if you were born in the day or the night? Some of them say if it's unknown, and they just calculate it anyway. So find out what kind of Aries, what kind of Libra, what kind of Aquarius you are, right? Your moon and your rising is what determines that. For those of you who are interested in a private reading, please know that the sale is on for just 3 more days. So if you are interested in trying out a private read, the most reasonable private read is a 1 question for $40, but you get 10% off of that. So if you're interested, please look at the pinned comment. It's above the comments below this video. And please know it's a 10-day turnaround time. All right, let's find out what's going on for Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter, Aries singles, sneak peek for the weekend. And look, it's not always going to be this weekend for all of you. This is a general read, which means I'm reading for a weekend. It could be this weekend for some of you on the timeline, but it could be another weekend as well. Let's find out what's going on for Aries. Tell me about Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aries. Aries, we start out with strength. Why does Aries need strength? Feels like there is it's like a battle coming up, I want to say. I want to say that you're not too worried about it, though, because I feel like somebody's got your back, or you feel courageous enough to face whatever's going on here. We do have the 9 of Cups. We have the Queen of Wands. And we have the 2 of Pentacles. I feel like somebody's trying to find the courage to approach the Queen of Wands, feminine or masculine. Somebody is wants to approach the Queen of Wands because they feel that the Queen of Wands is their happiness, is their wish fulfillment here. So it feels like somebody here is already single and happy, but somebody's trying to find the courage to speak to this Queen of Wands. I feel like you do want some balance, and I think it's because, Aries, you're seeing things from a different perspective. I want to say that it's like you're in this this surrendering energy right now, that I'm just going to surrender. I'm going to surrender to the universe. I'm going to surrender to the Queen of Wands. It's like somebody here wants to speak with the Queen of Wands. But Aries, why do you think that you need to have courage? Why do you need to have courage? Now, the thing is that the Queen of Wands is very bossed up, right? This is someone who's independent, does their own thing. They're someone who is always, they don't ask anybody, not asking you, not asking me. I'm just going to go do that thing, and I'll let you know how it turns out. Like this Queen of Wands is somebody who's quite bossed up in their energy, right? She sits on the throne because everything that came to kill her only made her stronger. And I feel like this is someone who might be a little bit, like, I don't feel like you're intimidated by much, Aries, but I want to say that you need to approach this queen in the right way. And I think that in the 2 of Pentacles, you're trying to figure out how you're going to fit in the time to communicate with this person here. We do have the King of Swords, which is coming out. So I feel that you're quite brave. I want to say that you are feeling quite brave with the King of Swords and this Strength card here. I feel like you want to speak to this person, and in a very logical, head over heart way. It's like you've got something to say, and the Knight of Wands is here. You can no longer ignore it. It's like it's moving so quickly through the mind. I feel like you can no longer ignore it. It's time to have some sort of a conversation here. I feel like the Knight is running away from this these boundaries or holding my ground. I'm no longer holding my ground here. Like I feel, Aries, that you've decided I'm no longer holding my ground. It feels like this burst of energy from the Knight of Wands is like, I really need to let this person know I'm very passionate about them. I'm very attracted to them. I feel like this is the week or the weekend where you kind of open your mouth and decide that you're going to say something. But I feel like you're going to, like I said, go at it at a head over heart sort of energy. There's no cups here except for the 9 of Cups, which tells me that the Queen is very happy without you. I'm just going to say the Queen is very happy already, happy within themselves, feeling whole, sitting on this throne, kind of bossed up. And I feel like you just need to be confident enough to get in your vehicle and go, because the 3 of Wands tells me that you've been waiting for the right time. Maybe you're waiting for your vehicle to be fixed, right? The Chariot is here, but you've been waiting for the right time to go for the victory, because I feel like you're doing one and done. I don't feel like you're going to go back and have the dramatic back and forth. You want the answers, the truth, the facts. We're going to talk about it head over heart. What is going on from here? The 7 of Pentacles tells me that with the 3 of Wands that you really are ready to throw the seeds of intention and nurture something. And I feel like you want to nurture some sort of a relationship with the Queen of Wands. We've got Chariot energy, which is Cancer. We've got Capricorn here. And it's like the Ace of Pentacles here. I want to say that the fear of going on a brand new path, the fear of how abundant this really would be is worrying for you. It's almost like you know that this is a lot to handle. Because you are this, right? You know that fire can be a little bit to handle, but I feel like you've decided that you want some stability. You no longer want to be just dating here, there, and everywhere. And I don't say that in a bad way. I feel like you've been dating up to here, but it's time for you to settle down and just, yeah, settle into something here. And I feel like you're reminded of the Queen of Wands. Tell me about the Queen of Wands for Aries. We do have the Judgment. Yeah, this for some of you is someone that you already know. For others of you, I feel like you've been manifesting, making some sort of really big decision. The 8 of Wands is in the reverse. This is someone that you're not currently speaking with, but I feel like your manifestation is that you do want to speak with this person. I want to say that you know your worth as well. You know that you have all the tools. You know that you have the words. I want to say that make sure that you don't spit out those words too quickly, because the Knight of Wands and the King of Swords are here together. These are both very masculine energies, and it feels like somebody's about to just like ramble, spit out the words. I want to say slow it down, get your solid footing, get your grounding, and it's time to say something. That's what it feels like here with the Judgment card. So for some of you, this is you going back round, or someone coming back round to you. Take it as it resonates. But I feel like for others of you that this is your manifestation to make this really big decision to break the silence here. We do have the 4 of Wands in the reverse. This is somebody who you don't even know wants to have anything to do with you. The 4 of Wands in the reverse is like no stability, and I feel like you can't let go of this person. I feel like they interrupt your dreams. They interrupt your sleep time, I want to say. And because all you can think about obsessively with the Devil, all you can think about is this Ace of Pentacles. That you know that it would be an incredibly abundant experience to be with the Queen of Wands. I feel like it's taken you a very long time to make this decision. And I feel like for some of you, you'll make that decision this weekend. We do have Aries and Gemini energy. We have Capricorn. We do have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Virgo, Pisces, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And we do have more Leo on the bottom of the deck. All right. Let's talk about single Taurus. Tell me about the sneak peek for the singles, please. Sneak peek for the singles, possibly for this weekend. Tell me about single Taurus, please. Taurus, if you're interested in a private read and you want to get in on the sale, it's only on for 3 more days. It's a 10-day turnaround time. Everything you need is pinned in the comments above the comments there, below this video. Tell me about Taurus, single Taurus, please. Single Taurus, we have the Page of Swords. Are you being watched by someone? Because I feel like you are. I feel like somebody is like, we see these creepers in the background. I feel like you're being watched by somebody, or maybe multiple people, Taurus. It could be that. I feel like it's I feel like you're curious about who has been watching you, but for some of you, you might know for sure because maybe you see that one other on your stories, or maybe it's Instagram stories and you see somebody watching you. We do have the Two of Wands, we have the Temperance card, and we have the Queen of Swords. I like the Queen of Swords in this deck because there's a butterfly at the top of the sword. I feel like whatever is going to be said will change everything, Taurus. I feel like this person who has been watching you is probably about to come forward. I say that because the Two of Wands is here. So it feels like somebody here wants to, you can see somebody is like sort of wanting someone to join them. I feel like somebody wants you to join them on some sort of an excursion or an adventure. I feel like, Taurus, that this is probably coming up in a moment of alchemy. Now, I feel like there is love lost here, I want to say, for some of you. We do see that the water's being poured out, and but there is a dove that's coming out of this other cup. So it feels like there could be, I feel like, a transformational conversation coming up at the moment of alchemy here. And I feel like we're going to do it without feelings. We're going to do it in swords because this Temperance card, she's pouring, this angel is pouring out the water. We've got the Page of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. This person wants to see you face to face. It's not even going to be like, it's not going to be a whole text conversation. They either want to FaceTime you because they're too far away to come see you, or they want to see you face to face. The Ace of Cups is being spoken about here. I feel like this Eight of Pentacles in the reverse is telling me that for some of you, it might not be practical for them to see you like in the 3D. Maybe they live across the world, or they live in another state or another country, another province. That it might not be practical. I feel like that somebody here feels like they have not put enough work in to the Ace of Cups. Somebody they have an overwhelming emotional desire to speak with you face to face. They've been watching you for a long while, and I feel like this conversation is going to change everything. Tell me about the Queen of Swords, please. This person has been unmotivated to come forward. Yeah, a lack of focus is what they've had. But now I feel like they're going to say something that is going to change everything here. We've got the Page of Wands. You are about to get some sort of a message. I think that came up in your last bonus read there, Taurus. You are going to be getting a message. I feel for some of you, you're closer than you've ever been. It feels like this, we've got the Four of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody here is about to speak their mind, I want to say. Things that have been hiding, things they felt like they were getting away with. I feel the Four of Pentacles in the reverse tells me someone is being very vulnerable. And I want to say that there is transformation here, that they've been holding off transformation. When death, that's what this is, when death is in the reverse to me, it's like I'm holding off transformation, or I'm not ready to change. But I do feel that somebody is going to message you. And I feel like they're about ready to tell you that their heart's been broken. Three of Swords over the left shoulder here. They're ready to put their swords down. They're no longer blocking themselves, and they've left something behind. They want you to know that they've left something or someone behind. Tell me more about this. Tell me about the Seven of Swords, please, for Taurus. Tell me about the Seven of Swords. Got the Tower, we've got the Star. So I do feel that this person plans on telling you that I feel like you are their wish fulfillment, and I feel like that's gonna cause everything to change. Like I said, this Queen of Swords, it's like this person is bringing in the Tower. They're going to tell you that where they were before, they caught somebody in a lie, I think, because we've got we've got this rope here. Somebody's about to be caught trying to get away with something. I feel like that's what the conversation is going to be. I feel like if they were in a relationship, Taurus, that they're no longer in the relationship. I feel that the star energy is telling me here that this person, you can see this person here is quite immersed in the water. Sorry, I just got to cover that up. But they're immersed in the water here. It's like they're not even on land anymore. They're deep into their feelings, is what it is. This person is deep into their feelings, and they know that you are the star. They're about to shock you, I feel, by giving you some sort of reciprocity. But this conversation, I feel, they're going to tell you that they left you behind and they don't feel like they got away with it. It feels like they now want to transform the silence into vulnerability. They want to speak with you, Taurus. The Tower's coming down. Whatever relationship you had with this person is done. It's like it's clean slate, I want to say, because this conversation is going to change everything. It's like this person no longer wants to take from you. They now want to give. This person is ready for speaking with you about whatever it takes to get you back in their life. We've got Scorpio, we've got Aquarius energy, we've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, we've got Sagittarius energy. I really do feel that this person is going from this place of watching you or stalking you to a place where they want to speak with you. But I feel like this person feels as though you are bigger than them or done better than them or you have more money than them. It almost feels a little intimidating because we've got the difference, right? The difference in size here. And, you know, to look up to somebody here is a little bit intimidating. But it does feel like somebody here is ready to contact you. For some of you, possibly this weekend, my friends. Tell me about Gemini. Tell me about Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Gemini. What's coming up for single Gemini? Gemini, if you're interested in a private reading based on your own energies, there is a sale on for 3 more days. 10% off. Look below this video for the pinned comment. We've got, oh, look at that. We asked for Gemini and we do get air energy. Gemini, I feel like you're ready to have some sort of a conversation. You're ready to face something head on. It's like you've decided, I got to take care of this thing well, it's here. I've got to look it in the face. I'm no longer going to put it on the back burner here. I've got to say something about this. It's like a wish fulfillment you've had, that you want to have a conversation, possibly with an Aquarius, a Libra, or a Gemini. We do have the 3 of Wands in the reverse. You don't want to wait anymore. It does feel like this is something that you've wanted to say for a while. And a while, maybe 3 years for some of you. It feels like there is somebody here who is in your energy, and they're in your energy as either a coworker, cohort, somebody you've met through another friend, a friend of a friend. This is somebody who is very stable, grounded, likes to move slowly. This is a slow-moving friendship or acquaintanceship, right? 3 of Pentacles to me is not necessarily deep friendship. It's an acquaintance. It's a group of people. I feel like you want to learn something, and so I feel like you're ready to be very honest and factual about this conversation, but I feel like you can't hold yourself back anymore from your wish fulfillment. That's what it looks like here, Gemini. You can no longer hold yourself back. Tell me why you can no longer hold yourself back here. We do have the 6 of Pentacles, the 9 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. I don't think you want to be single for much longer. I feel like whenever you meet somebody, Gemini, that it's all about them taking and you giving. I feel like you're the person who's the overgiver. You're always giving and giving, whether it's money or advice or time. And I feel like you're not getting any of that back. I feel like that's why you're single. That whenever you get into some sort of a relationship, that I feel like you're the one that is stable, secure, and has the money, and you feel like people are trying to take advantage of you, right? We've got people, they've always got their hands out for something from you. And I feel like the wish fulfillment is that I really would like to meet someone. I don't think you want to be single for much longer, because the Chariot departs from the 9 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles tells me that you've built something all by yourself here. And the 9 of Pentacles could also be somebody that you want to head toward. But I feel like you don't want to be single any longer. You might want to have an interest in somebody who is a Cancer. Possibly this could be the friend, someone who is Cancer energy, someone who's quite balanced in their energies as well. We have the, yeah, you want to speak with this person. I feel like it's time to stop worrying and just time to talk. It's time to just finally do it. That's what the king would do. It's finally time to end the worry and just say something. What do you want to say to this person, and who are they? Who is the person that you want to speak with? We do have the 9 of Cups. This is someone you feel is your wish fulfillment. Ooh, it's your absolute perfect match, this person. We've got the Queen of Swords. So I want to say we've got the Queen of Swords here, and we've got the King of Swords here. So I feel like you want someone who's just like you. You want someone who's cerebral, who's intelligent, who makes good decisions, someone who speaks through fact, honesty, truth, justice. Somebody, that's who your wish fulfillment is. I feel like that's what the star is telling me. Your wish fulfillment is you don't want to wait anymore to meet someone, and this 3 of Swords tells me that you possibly could be experiencing heartbreak over and over and over again. So I feel like you're about to take charge of the situation. I feel like you need to stop worrying is what it says here. You need to stop worrying about what you're going to say. Just go at it honestly, I want to say. What's transforming here is I feel like you're going from the 9 of Swords, which is, you know, worry about the past, worry about the future. I feel like you're just going to say something to this person. You're just going to tell them about your feelings. Yep, the Ace of Swords and the King of Cups. You're going to be very honest about your perspective of what's going on here. The reason I had to step forward was to tell you about the perspective that I have, and it's taken a long while, possibly 3 years, to get the perspective of what's going on. I feel like we do have an Emperor. I keep pulling the Emperor for you, Gemini. If you've noticed in your last few readings, I feel like you are the one taking charge. You're going to transform the situation. No more worrying. You're about to express your feelings to someone here this weekend. That's what it looks like here. And I think that the worry is that you keep getting your heart broken over and over again. We do have the Hierophant. I feel like you are dating for commitment. You're not dating just to date. We have Aries energy here. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, more Scorpio. We've got more Cancer. We've got Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, and more Aquarius. We've got Taurus on the bottom of the deck. All right. Here we go, Cancer. This is for you. Tell me about single Cancer, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about single Cancer. Tell me about single Cancer. Cancer, if you're interested in getting a reading based on your own energies, don't forget, 3 days left for the 10% off sale on private reads. Look for the pinned comment. Tell me what's going on here for Cancer. Cancer, we've got the 3 of Wands in the reverse. You're very impatient about something here. You're tired of waiting. I feel like there's something that might go down for you, for some of you this weekend. Tell me about the 3 of Wands. What have you become impatient about? I feel like you don't want to wait for the ships to come in. I feel like you're about to step out and I don't know why I got in my head. I don't want to embarrass myself. That's what I'm hearing in my head. So I feel like Charlie's saying you won't embarrass yourself. Just get out there, step out. If you're tired of waiting, it's time for you to take charge of the situation. We've got the Page of Wands, we've got the Page of Cups, and we've got the Star. So Cancer, I feel like what's going on here is that you do want to send communication to somebody who I feel is your wish fulfillment. I feel like you hope that by giving them some sort of an apology, that this is going to make things balanced again, or it's going to heal things. The Star is also about healing. You could be dealing with Aquarius or Cancer energy. I feel like this 3 of Wands is telling me that you don't want to wait anymore. I feel like you're going to surprise somebody, honestly, with some sort of a heartfelt or sweet message. Tell me about the 3 of Wands. Why doesn't Cancer want to wait anymore? We've got the Queen of Cups because you've got big feelings here. I feel like you must say it. It's not even a question of should I, it's a question of I must. There you are, going to the victory there, Cancer. I feel like you do have victory in the future. So we do have the Queen of Cups here, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio energy. We do have the the Wheel of Fortune, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Leo. I feel like it's taken you a long time to get to this point. However, I feel like this is a changing point for you. Everything is about to change because I feel like you are about to speak your feelings to someone. You're about to let them know exactly how you're feeling about them with the Knight of Swords and the Queen of Cups. Now, I see the Knight of Swords as sort of a freedom fighter, but also someone who's very aggressive with their words. Like, not to a point of kind of trying to scare somebody, kind of aggressive, but I feel like you're not going to mince words is what I'm saying. You're just going to finally say it. I'm just going to tell you how I feel. I'm going to take my shot. It feels like you're going to do it in a moment's notice. You're going to tell this person, I just want to heal whatever's between us here. I do have a lot of feelings for you. And I think when you say those words, it changes everything because the Wheel of Fortune is here. Things are about to move in a very fortunate direction. If you're wondering whether this person's going to take your apology, I think the answer is yes, because we have the Star and the Page of Cups. I feel like you're not only going to tell this person that you're sorry for whatever happened in the past, but I feel like you're going to tell this person that you wish to heal it, that they are the Star, that there's no one else but them. That's what it feels like here. Tell me about why you're impatient here. We've got the Nine of Swords, the Three of Cups, and we've got the Four of Cups. I feel like you're bored. Yeah, and I also feel like you were the one that probably... I feel like you were the one that probably departed this connection here. So I feel like it is kind of, you feel like it's your responsibility to go back. I feel like you're worried about what the answer is going to be or what's going to be said. I feel like Three of Cups tells me that you want to see this person face to face, take them out, do some celebrating. You are worried that this won't be a celebratory time for you. I think that you're worried that there will be emotional overwhelm or confusion. 4 and 3 is 7, right? We do have the Four of Cups. It tells me here that this person had offered you a cup in the past, but I feel like you either backed away from it or said no. I feel like you want to try again. That's what it feels like here. You want to try again with somebody here. We do have the Five of Wands in the reverse. We have the Queen of Swords. And we have the Strength card. I feel like you are about to be really honest and courageous with somebody. The Five of Wands in the reverse is, I'm going to stop beating myself up over what happened back there. I just want to have some happiness, some celebration. I don't want to be stuck in the Four of Cups anymore. The Four of Cups has become redundant and bored. The Five of Wands in the reverse tells me I'm no longer waiting. I'm no longer holding back. It feels like there's no more indecision. You are very sure about what you want to say. And I think that you are going to be very courageous in the way that you say it. I feel like it's going to be head over heart. I feel like that's the easiest way for you to communicate, because I feel if you get too deep into your feelings, it like ends up being emotionally overwhelming. I feel like you think about someone a lot and that it has become emotionally overwhelming to think about this person who is your star. They could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. They could have any of those in Saturn. We have the star energy here, and we have somebody here who could be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. It could be. What do you want to say to this person? You're trying to be courageous, to be not aggressive, but assertive. You want to be very assertive with what you're about to say. We do have the King of Wands. We do have the King of Swords. Look at that. You are about to be very honest about your feelings. I feel that you want to have some sort of a new beginning, and you are the one that is stepping forward, feminine or masculine. Take it as it resonates for you. I feel like you're just going to be straight up with this person. Look, I'm sorry. I'm sorry the way things ended up, and I'm feeling overwhelmed emotionally because I don't think that you're going to want to take this apology, but I'm really sorry for the way things happened. I feel like you're going to be very honest about your feelings, that you have big feelings that you would like to try again, or try initially, possibly. Maybe you haven't dated this person before, but the King of Swords tells me that you are facing it head on, that I'm just going to look you in the eye and tell you what I think that is going on here. The King of Wands tells me that you're the one who is feeling inspired to speak about your feelings finally. What happens here? What happens here for Cancer? Yep, the conversation goes down and it's good, my friend. It is good. You will meet face to face with this person. The Page of Pentacles tells me you better do it face to face. Initial contact by text, which is the Page of Wands. The initial sweet, kind context of a text is good, but I feel like you want to meet this person face to face, and I feel like this conversation goes off without a hitch. I feel like with the Sun and the Ace of Swords that there's going to be a lot of clarity, a lot of warmth. We're going to understand each other. These two look pretty happy together. I feel like there is going to be some sort of happiness here. We do have the Knight of Cups. There is romantic feelings, and I feel like you've been watching this person, possibly online, but that has left you really stuck with the Six of Swords in the reverse. You're at the crossroads here. It's time for you to make a decision about the soulmate here. So whoever you feel the soulmate is, we have Aquarius here. We have Piscean energy as well. We have Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer here. We have Leo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We have more Leo energy, more air energy. And we have Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini. There we go. I feel like you've known this person for a really long time, and either this is you coming back around and saying something with the Six of Cups, or just telling them, look, we've been on this merry-go-round for years and years. It's time for me to express my feelings and how I feel about you. All right. Tell me about Leo. This is the sneak peek for the single Leo. Tell me what's coming up for the single Leo. Leo, if you're interested in a reading based on your own energies and not a general reading, please look at the pinned comment. There's a sale on 10% off for the next 3 days. Tell me about Leo, please. What's going on for Leo, single Leo? We do have the Hierophant. Why is the Hierophant here? We have the Six of Pentacles. I think that you've learned your lesson about overgiving here. I feel like you're the person who is, I feel like your love language is buying things. So I feel like you like to give people things, your time, your energy, buy them things. I feel like you're learning a lesson here, Leo, about the Five of Cups. And how giving too much will make you depleted. It'll make you sad. I feel like you've learned a lesson that you've got to speak up for yourself. You have to tell people about your feelings. I feel like I did a Leo reading just the other day, and it was about that. It was about you getting back in touch with your feelings, making people clear when they are not making you feel good. When you're in a situation that's not working for you, it's time to be courageous, clear, honest, and truthful. I feel like this Hierophant energy is telling me that you've learned a lesson, that you can't just keep giving and giving and giving people more of what they don't appreciate. I feel like it puts you in this place of the Five of Cups. So I feel like it's time for you to be honest and truthful with people about your feelings. Why do we need to know this? Why does Leo need to know this? I feel like you want to be honest with a Taurus about, maybe the Taurus is the overgiver. Maybe that person is the person who kept giving, and maybe it made you feel uncomfortable. Tell me about this. We've got the Eight of Swords, but you don't know how to say it. We've got the Queen of Swords, so I'm just going to say it. We've got the Knight of Swords. I'm just going to throw it at that person and see how they react to it. So I do feel that there is a conversation coming up here, and I feel like you've learned your lesson about something. What is the lesson? Tell me about the lesson, please. It also could be a Taurus that you're dealing with, but I feel like it's some sort of lesson that you've learned here as well. The Five of Pentacles, the Four of Swords, and the Six of Cups. So it feels like you have, I want to say for some of you, it feels like you have feelings for a Taurus. That there is a Taurus here who you feel might be your soulmate, but you're sleeping on it. You're not saying anything. You're trying to find the right way to say it. You're kind of worried about about how to say it. I want to say that the sword is in your hand. You're getting ready to say it, but you don't want to cause strife or arguments. You don't want to cause disappointment, I want to say, and you're not really sure about what to say. I feel like somebody, maybe the Taurus, has you on the outside looking in here, Leo, and you know that this person is a soulmate. I feel like the lesson that you've learned here is that Taurus is an overgiver, or maybe you're the overgiver. But either way, it ended up in the 5 of Cups. And so I feel like there's a conversation, pardon me, that you want to have with somebody here. And I feel like you're just going to say it. You're going to be truthful and honest about that you've been stuck up in your head. There's lots of swords here, right? You've been stuck up in your head trying to figure out what to do. What to do, what to say. I'm not sure what to say. What you've come to realize, I feel, is that a delivery that is like, I'm just going to throw it at you, that if it's a sharp delivery, it might cause sadness. It might not work out. It's going to give clarity, but if it's too sharp, it might not work out. I feel like you've had an ending with somebody here, and there's the Queen, who is Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. It definitely could be someone who is in swords, right? Somebody who is an air sign. But I feel like you're ready to have a conversation. We have 8, 9, 10. And I feel like something came to an end, like a painful ending. And I feel like you want to speak about that, speak about the sadness. I feel like you're getting back in touch with your feelings, and you might want to say to this person, look, when you cut me out, it didn't feel good. It feels like somebody may have just swung the sword and cut you out. Tell me what this conversation is about, Leo. Tell me how this conversation goes between Leo and their person. We have Leo there. We have more fire energy, and we have the 8 of Pentacles. I feel like you want to be practical about the conversation because of all of these swords. I want to go over facts and details. I want to go over the details and find out how we can maybe make this work. Can we work on it? Is it worth working on it? We have a lot of passion, right? The King of Wands is here. We have a lot of passion. I'm going to try to be really courageous with speaking up about my feelings. I feel like I'm talking to somebody here who's having a hard time expressing their sadness. And so it feels like somebody has an inner sadness. To me, sometimes the Hierophant is also a psychologist or a psychiatrist, somebody who might have those skills. Somebody who has psychology skills, possibly. We do have the Ace of Pentacles. We have the 6 of Wands and the Page of Cups. Now, I do feel like there is an apology to come here, that I think you're going to say to this person, look, I intended to give you a lot of attention, but I didn't know that what I wanted was investment. I wasn't sure of what I wanted here. I feel like something here is going to happen at a moment's notice. I don't think you're going to plan it. But I do feel that you want to invest in victory, that you want to open some sort of a new path with someone. They could be Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, maybe a Taurus possibly, could be Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We have other pentacles here. I feel like you've been keeping your feelings under the surface, and I feel like you're about to tell somebody in a practical way about how you're feeling about them. So when I say in a practical way, it's like going over the details of it. You're going to be very pointed with what you say. You're going to be very honest and truthful, but I'm going to just counsel you to be careful with your aggression and how aggressive you are at throwing the energy at this person. I feel like you just don't want to hold back anymore, that you just want to tell this person how you're feeling about them. We do have the natural pair here, right? We do have the King and the Queen of Wands here. And so I feel like there's been a real strain between two people here. We've got the 10 of Wands and we have the 5 of Swords. That the King and the Queen of Wands, I feel like there is some tough words spoken to each other. I don't think it was an argument, but I feel like it was a conflict or a disagreement. And it feels like it's been weighing heavy on you for a very long while here. I feel like you are about to speak with the Queen, because I feel like you're in too much pain. I feel like you want to get rid of this painful feeling. You can't let go of it. And I feel like it's a conversation that you're going to, something that you're going to bring up, Leo, possibly on this weekend or another weekend. Take it as it resonates for you. We do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We have Gemini energy. We have Pisces energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. All right, Let's talk about Virgo. Tell me about single Virgo, please. What can single Virgo expect for this sneak peek? Sneak peek for the single Virgo. Virgo, if you're interested in getting a reading that's based on your energy, please know that there's 3 days left for the 10% off sale on private reads. Look at the pinned comment below this video to find all of the information you need. Tell me about Virgo, please. The single Virgo. What's coming up for this sneak peek for the weekend? Ooh, the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? Why is the Two of Cups here? We've got, look, I feel like you're embarking on some sort of a new path of love here. A very abundant one. Now, I feel like it's not going to be without its obstacles, but I feel like you're in this moment, I want to say, in this 3D moment. And right now, in this moment, you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready for it. And I'll take all of these obstacles that come when we reach the door. When we reach the door here, we'll figure out what's going on at that time. We'll figure it out as we go. We'll cross the bridge when we come to it. But I feel like you're about to give somebody an offering. I feel like the universe is about to give you the gift of love. We do have the Three of Cups. And we do have the King of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you're ready. You're ready. You're emotionally ready. You're emotionally available, emotionally intelligent. I feel like you're ready to communicate with someone and ask them out, because I feel like you have an opportunity. I feel like you're going to give an opportunity, but for those of you, flip it if you need to. I feel like an opportunity could be coming to you. This is a King of Cups. This is masculine leaning energy, but also has feminine energy. We're not reading body parts, right? We do have the King of Cups, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. Somebody's very seriously in a deep feeling of love here. That's what it feels like. But I feel like there has been, I feel like you're worried that things might not go the way you want them to go. But I feel like this Ace of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, and the King of Cups, and the Three of Cups tells me that it's time for celebration. You want to celebrate your love with somebody. And I feel like you're going to have to give them some sort of an offer before you can... I feel like you want to see them in the 3D, like face to face, and I feel like you are going to offer some sort of an opportunity. What's the opportunity here? I think the opportunity is going to be cause for celebration. So for some of you, I feel like this opportunity is coming to you. I want to say that you're ready to be with one person, right? The Six of Wands and the Death card tell me that you're not taking the advances of other people, that with the King of Pentacles, you're ready to settle down. And I feel like what is transformed here is that you are no longer dating people. Now I feel like you're looking for a partner. I feel like you're looking for someone to settle down with here. And you're no longer going to be dealing with all these people giving you attention. You're no longer going to be doing that. Tell me what else is coming up here. Tell me about the King of Cups. I feel like your energy here today is the King of Cups energy. I feel like you are ready for love. I feel like you have a depth of love for somebody. They could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy here. We've also got Leo. We've got the Ten of Swords. Okay, so I feel like this is something that is coming around for the second time. I feel like there was a really terrible tower with the Ten of Swords here that happened either for you or maybe between you and this person we're talking about. I mean, take it as it resonates for you, right? If you don't have a person that would be coming back around, or you don't want a person coming back around, then I feel like it feels like there has been some sort of a realization about that you've been hurting people in love. You've been hurting feelings, hurting people in love. And I feel like after being really practical, going over the details, realizing that you need to put more effort in, I feel like that's your realization here. We do have the Emperor, we have the World card, and we have the Queen of Pentacles. We have the natural couple here, the soulmate couple. I feel like with this World card here, that I feel like this, the accomplishment or the achievement, something's come full circle, and you're showing up as the Emperor here, right, who is also the King of Cups. I feel like it's up to you to take charge of the situation, Virgo. That if you want this to come together, the King and the Queen of Pentacles, who, by the way, are going to grow an empire financially, stability, it's all the things that you want, moving slow. I feel like this Queen is very focused on their stability, I want to say, but the World card is telling me what is coming to an end is, I feel like you're changing your life. It feels to me like I'm talking to a Virgo who is dating and dating and dating because you didn't really want to get into a relationship, but I feel like you're ready for that now. And you know that the other person who is ready is the Queen of Pentacles. So you're ending sort of whatever doors need to close here to complete this milestone, and you're ready to work on it really, really closely with this Queen of Pentacles, whoever that person is to you. Tell me how this ends up, please, with the Two of Cups. Got the Six of Swords. We've got the Nine of Cups. It moves right towards this wish fulfillment here. Yeah, and it's going to be very emotionally overwhelming. I feel like you're overwhelmed about this whole thing, because I don't know that you thought you'd ever be ready to settle down to one person, but I feel like you really are ready to settle down to one person now, and you're just now waiting for the right time. I feel like you're waiting for the universe to give you the Ace of Pentacles so you can transform things, close the door on anything else, and really put your focus, all of your practical attention, work really hard with the Queen of Pentacles, because I feel like there's two people here who are very much suited for each other and also facing each other, ready to take things on. I feel like somebody is not going to be single very much longer. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We've got Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. We've got Aries, more Scorpio. Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We've got more Scorpio. You could be dealing with a Scorpio. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy here as well. All right. And the Scorpio energy could just mean that you know, that you have a knowing, or that you psychically, you know that things are going to work themselves out if you decide to move forward here. All right. Let's talk about Libra. Tell me about Libra, please. Single Libra for the weekend. Sneak peek for the weekend, please. For the single Libra. Libra, if you're interested in having a private read based on your own energies, just 3 days left for 10% off of any of my services over at Wizio. All the information is pinned in the comment. Tell me about the single Libra. Tell me about single Libra. What's coming up for single Libra? We do have the Page of Cups. Look at that. I feel like you are about to possibly surprise someone. Maybe someone needs an apology. Maybe you think it's you. We do have the High Priestess. We have the Ace of Swords. The Ace of Pentacles and the World card. We do have the Hermit here. Libra, I feel like you have been really deeply thinking about what to do next. I feel like you do have feelings for someone here with the Page of Cups. Moons are cups in this deck, and stars are pentacles. So we have the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Cups. I feel like you want to begin something brand new. It almost feels like it's a blessing from the universe. I'm looking at all of these stars falling through the clouds here. It's like a blessing from the universe. I feel like with the High Priestess energy here, somebody is quiet, or you've been quiet with someone. We've got the Hermit and the High Priestess, who are a natural pair, actually. They are both very highly intuitive, very psychic, very much about the self. They're a very good pair. I feel like there is a connection that is energetic or psychically connected here with the High Priestess and the Hermit energy. I feel like this energy with the Piscean energy, this is someone that you cannot disconnect yourself from. But I want to say that this weekend, it feels like the weekend where you decide that you are no longer going to wait. You're going to close the door on anything else. I feel like you're to the exclusion of everything that you've decided you're going to step forward. I think that you've talked yourself into it. I want to say with the Hermit energy. Yeah, the Ten of Cups is here. With the Death card, I feel like what you want to do is transform some sort of situation from the Two of Swords, which is being blocked and not really knowing what to do. I can't make a decision. I'm not really sure. I'm stuck in my head. To the Death card, which is death to the Two of Swords. I'm no longer in this energy. Now I have wisdom. I realize that I want the 10 cups. So I feel like the World card is an ending to anything else, because there is a new beginning that's about to start here. So I feel like this Page of Cups is something that is going to happen in a surprising way, because I feel like you've not been speaking to whoever the person is that I'm talking about. It could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Pisces, possibly. There is somebody here, I feel. Tell me about this Page of Cups. We have the Queen of Pentacles, we have the Magician, and we have the Nine of Pentacles. So I feel like you are single, but I feel like your wish fulfillment is the Queen of Pentacles. And I feel like you're about to either surprise this person or that you might have an apology for the silence. That's what it feels like here. You do want some sort of a new beginning, though. This is the accomplishment or the milestone. The Ace of Pentacles is this milestone or the accomplishment. As you see it, I feel like you are single at this time. Tell me about this Nine of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to build up the energy or the emotions to say something here. We have the Seven of Cups. We have the King of Cups. You go from confusion to emotional intelligence. You go from the confusion to realizing what it is that you want. You want a really deep connection here, and you're willing to give all of that. But it feels like with the Two of Swords here, it's like you're stuck in your emotions, I want to say. Stuck in your emotions. It's very overwhelming. My wish fulfillment is the Queen of Pentacles. I do want to talk to this person. I wonder if you're wondering if this person is single. Maybe you're thinking that they're not single. What happens after the World card, after this accomplishment? What happens with these two here? We do have the Queen of Swords. We have a really good conversation. Two of Pentacles, a very stabilizing conversation, which is very, very much back and forth, back and forth. Like it feels like it's the Queen of Swords is somebody who's very assertive, somebody who's very honest and truthful, and I feel like if you give that, you will get that back. The Six of Wands is in the reverse. I don't want to have the attention of anyone else. I feel like somebody here is ready to settle down. It also feels like you are in your head because you don't think you're going to get a victory. I feel like there's been no communication between you and this person. And I feel like you're going to have to not only open conversation, but you're going to have to, it feels like almost like you're going to have to tell them about your feelings, but your feelings are very guarded. The Queen of Swords could be the person that you want to speak with, but I really do feel the Queen of Swords energy is telling me that you mean to be honest and not aggressive, but assertive, but very truthful about how you're feeling, right? Because we've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Cups. So I want to say that you are about to be really honest, but only to bring balance to the situation, because the Queen of Swords is you. That is Libra energy. I feel like you wish to have a very honest back and forth with this person, but you don't know if they even want to speak with you at this point, because I feel like it's been silent. Although you've been holding this Ace of Pentacles in your hand, I feel like you think that this person is never going to accept your Ace of Pentacles. We do have the Three of Cups. We do have the Queen of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune. They're going to accept it. I'm just saying. The Moon here tells me that you're uncertain, right? Things that you feel like things aren't as they seem. I'm telling you things aren't as they seem. That if you decide to go forward to this person, the Wheel of Fortune and the Queen of Cups is here. I feel like it's really... this person has the same love for you that you have for them. And we do have the Three of Cups. I feel like it must be done face to face. This celebration will take place if you ask this person out, take them on a date, and that's what's going to break the silence, giving them some sort of an invitation or letting them know that you're really excited to be speaking with them again. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune tells me everything's about to change. If you open your mouth and you give this person enough time to speak back and forth with you, the Magician here tells me that your wish fulfillment is here, that you are going to be able to bring this thing together in a very great way. I feel like this is telling me that it is a fated change that's happening here with the Queen of Cups. I feel like you two feel the same about each other. Whatever you want wants you, and that's really the Magician energy. I feel like you're worried because you feel like this person is not going to want to speak with you, but look, the Knight of Pentacles is, the Knight of Cups, the Knight of Moons is here. And so this is emotion, and it's a lot of emotion. I feel like this person's got a lot of emotion and that they want to speak with you. They want to have an opening, right? They want to have an opening to speak about passionate things with you. This is an exciting time for you, an exciting new beginning for you. And I feel like if you step forward, as the King of Cups would, whether you are feminine or masculine, I feel like it works out for you here. We've got Leo energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy. We've got Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer. More Pisces, more Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer energy. We've got Aries, Gemini energy, and Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. I think the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn is your person. I think that's the one that you want to speak with here. All right, Scorpio, this is for you. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter for the single Scorpio. For this weekend, tell me about, oops, wow, okay, well, there we go. Tell me about the sneak peek for this weekend. Well, that just jumped right out of the deck. It's just jumped right out of the deck. I just looked at the clock for the time, y'all. It's at 5:55. There is some change coming here, and I believe it's about to be quick change for you, Scorpio. It's fated change. This is not something that you can step around. Something's about to expand here. It's about to be expansion in your life. We do have the Queen of Wands. We have the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Eight of Cups. I feel like you will be having a face-to-face meeting with someone that you disconnected from emotionally. I feel like with the Page of Cups on the bottom of the deck that there may be an apology in the future. Either you're giving it or receiving it. Take it as it resonates for you, Scorpio. I feel like I'm showing here that your person is the Queen of Wands, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. They could also be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, or Leo. But I feel like the Page of Pentacles is telling me that somebody is ready to offer something. I feel like I feel like you pulled away emotionally. Like I feel like emotionally you disconnected from a situation. And I think that you're hoping that if you meet face to face with the Queen of Wands that we can have a conversation. But I think it has to start with the Page of Cups. I feel like it has to start with some sort of an apology. Tell me more about this Queen of Wands and why you walked away from them. Or maybe they walked away from you. Take it as it resonates, right? This is a general reading. We do have the Knight of Swords. Somebody is very aggressively rushing in on the lovers here. It's the King of Wands. It feels like somebody's had a realization. With this here Wheel of Fortune, we do have sort of the sun and the moon or the eclipse happening here. And we do have the Knight of Swords that's rushing into the lovers here, the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands. It feels like you've had a realization that somebody here is your exact match, that it's time for things to move forward. It's time for you to let fate take over. And it is divine timing. I feel like you are about to expand with the Queen of Wands. And I think that if you are the masculine, you're the one who's rushing in. You're the one who's going to take the step forward here. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune. Got the Queen of Pentacles. Got the Page of Cups. There we go. I feel like that somebody either has an apology for you or you have an apology for them. Take it as it resonates for you. But the Queen of Pentacles shows up, tells me that we want to have a stable conversation after this apology. And this is coming very quick. It's coming quickly. The Knight of Wands is here and is not going to waste any time. The Knight of Wands always goes after what they want. They go after, and sometimes it's like that. Sometimes it's kind of risky. So I want to say that you feel that it's kind of risky that you do this, but I feel like you owe an apology possibly to the Queen. I feel like the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles are the same people. I want to say that this person is very grounded, stable. They move slowly. This person is very focused on themselves and on their pentacle world. And I also feel like this person is someone who's highly independent. They're very independent on their own path. And they're in this midst of growth. This person is growing, glowing up. This person is not scared to take a risk. So if you feel like this is a risk, I feel like you're in the right realm, because I feel like the Queen, although your Queen could be someone who is a mixture of fire and earth. They could have Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, maybe Gemini energy. It does feel like that you are about to step forward here, feeling inspired to speak to this person about whatever transpired when somebody disconnected emotionally. I feel like you want to meet this person face to face to speak with them. I don't think this is a texting conversation. I feel like the initial conversation might be by phone. The Knight of Swords tells me it's sort of moving aggressively quick here. Tell me why the Eight of Cups is here, please. I feel like you just didn't want to settle, and it's legit, right? Nobody wants to settle. Everybody's trying to make the best decision because we don't want to go through breakups and divorce and all of that stuff here. The Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles. and the Knight of Cups, you are ready to throw your seeds of intention in the direction of romance. I feel like you're ready to nurture some sort of a romantic connection here. I also feel like it's I feel like the Eight of Pentacles is telling me that you're now ready to put in the heavy duty work. And you've also worked on yourself. I feel like you've brought yourself to a place of a king. And so you now feel worthy of the Queen, whether it's the Queen of Pentacles or the Queen of Wands. Maybe they're two different people. I think they're the same. They feel like the same energy, like pre-Empress energy is what it feels like. And I feel like you're feeling very motivated here to say something, to just throw the words out at this person and see how they land. But I feel like there is somebody here that you're feeling very, very connected to in a romantic way. This is a romantic connection here. Tell me what happens in the future here for Scorpio, please. We have the Devil, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Sun. I think that you're very hyperly focused on the Ace of Cups, which is in the hand of the Knight. But I also feel that you're scared that things could end up in a very codependent or toxic way. I feel like you're really willing to work on it, nurture it. I feel like you're willing to start with romance, but I feel like you're scared of actually committing, like the whole commitment with the whole overflowing cup, because I feel like it's a good idea. I want to tell you, because the Sun is here with the Ace of Cups. It's a great idea, but I think these are your doubts, your fears. I feel like you go from the Devil to the Ace of Cups. It's like once you can get rid of these doubts and fears, which is what I think made you walk away in the first place, I feel like when the Sun shows up, you get to see everything for what it is. And I feel like you realize that this is definitely a soulmate love connection, because the Lovers is here as well. All right. Somebody's having a realization and a breakthrough. We've got Leo energy. We've got Capricorn energy. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Gemini a couple of times. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn energy. All right, Sagittarius. Tell me about Sag, please. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sagittarius, singles, please. Tell me what's coming up on the weekend for Sagittarius singles. Sneak peek for Sag. Sag, if you're interested in a reading based on your own energies, please know that there still is sale, 10% off for the next 3 days. Look at the pinned comment for anything that you need in terms of that. All right, tell me about Sagittarius, please. All right, got the Page of Wands in the reverse here. We've got the Five of Wands, and we have the World card. You're done. You're like, I'm not waiting on this conversation anymore. I feel sad. You've been waiting and waiting and waiting for someone to communicate with you, and I don't think it's happening. I feel like you've been waiting for the Emperor to communicate with you, and I feel like that you're just done waiting. That's what it feels like. The World card is here. I feel like you've decided you want to wrap it up. You just want to just close this chapter, be done with it, and leave it where it is. I feel like your Emperor could be an Aries, but also could have fixed energy, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. And you know, the Emperor is all of the kings, right? The Emperor is the ruler of the empire, if you're not aware. Somebody who has the authority, someone who steps forward, someone who is the one, when they want something, they go get it because they know it's going to be theirs. They never take a chance. They're always willing to step forward, but only if they know they can win. I feel like you've had no communication, and so you're closing the door. You're no longer beating yourself up about this Emperor here. Tell me about the Page of Wands here. Tell me about the Page of Wands being in the reverse. I feel like you've been waiting, holding back, not going on another path because you were waiting for this Emperor to say something. And I feel like there's been no communication from this person. Yep, you're out in the cold here. You're single, out in the cold, but I feel like you're taking care of all of the things that you need by yourself. Like, I don't think you're in sadness waiting for the Emperor. You're just like, you know what? I'm happy. I'm happy by myself. I have my soul tribe. I'm happy in my emotions. I am the Nine of Pentacles. I build the things that I want. I don't need the Emperor to build it for me. If the Emperor wants to leave me out in the cold, that's fine. I'm not waiting for this person any longer. Tell me about the World card, please. Tell me about the World card. We've got the Hanged Man. You've got a different perspective here. You've got a different perspective, and I feel like you've been keeping someone else out in the cold. It feels like you've been trying to keep other people at arm's length. I feel like you've been sort of stuck here in this Hermit energy. Hanged Man energy. But I do believe that there is a Queen of Wands here. Feminine or masculine, that there is a Queen of Wands here. And now that you have decided to close the door on the Emperor, I feel like you're now looking at someone else that I feel has the same kind of passion as you. Maybe they are also a Sagittarius, but someone who has the same passion, the go-getiveness, you know, the person who's not scared to take a risk. I feel like this is a person that you're going to try and get reciprocity with here. It feels like it could be somebody who is a fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo. I feel like I need to tell you what's coming up in the future with this person. This new person, now that you've closed the door on the Emperor, who's the new person and what happens in the future here? We've got the Chariot, we've got the Six of Swords, you've got movement. I like it. You've got movement. You start having conversations, very honest conversations about what we do from here. Now, I feel like what you're doing is you're keeping your feelings under the surface. I think you're going at it slow, and you're keeping your feelings under the surface. Now, I know the Chariot's here and it's the quickest energy, but when the Six of Swords comes up in front of the Chariot, for me, it's like it started out quick, but now we're going to slow down and we're going to talk about things and be very honest about what I want. I'm going to be very honest with this person about what I want and what I expect to happen from here. Tell me more. Got the Five of Cups. I don't want to be heartbroken in romance again. If I have to, I'll just shut the door. It feels like you've got a different perspective, right? You've got a different perspective on love here, Sag. And I think the love is we're going to have to talk about things up front. We're going to have to talk about money. We're going to have to talk about religion, children. Where do we live? What is your expectation? I feel like we're getting very deep into the head over heart conversation, but I feel like it's all pointing towards this Knight of Swords. I feel like the whole point of us having conversations is so we don't have to keep our feelings under the surface. And I don't want to be sad about romance anymore. That if that's the way it's going to be, then I don't need it. I'll just close the door. Your person could be a Cancer, possibly. They could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, maybe Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, or we do have Pisces energy here. We also have Taurus energy here, Aries, and Leo energy here. All right, so I think you finally closed the door on the Emperor crap, and it's time for you to start looking at other prospects, because I do feel that with the Queen of Wands showing up, feminine or masculine, someone else is pursuing you. But I think that you've been keeping them at arm's length in order to keep balance because you were waiting for the Emperor. But now I feel like you're not waiting for the Emperor anymore, and I feel like you're ready to open conversation with this other person. I like it for you, Sag. Tell me about Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter, single Capricorn. Tell me about Capricorn, please. Single Capricorn. Capricorn, if you're interested in a private read based on your own energy, please know 3 days left on the sale for 10% off. Look at the pinned comment. It's coming up for Capricorn. Oh, look at you looking good. Capricorn, you are in your power. You're standing in your power. The Empress energy. Look, I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. I can do it all by myself, and I can create all by myself. And I feel like you are getting downloads from the universe. You're looking really good on the outside, also taking care of all of the inside stuff, which is the psychological part of it, right? We do have the Knight of Pentacles, and you're just going to wait. I like it. And that's what the Empress does. The Empress does not chase. She's not in the DMs. She's not chasing this one and that one and hoping and wishing. And she's not doing that. She's got her eyes on her own paper. She's got her eyes on whatever it is that she wants to do with her life. And then she's just going to wait. I'm just going to wait for it to show up, because the Empress is the one who manifests. She does not chase. I feel like this is the energy that you're in, Capricorn. I feel like you're done with it. You're exhausted with chasing people. I'm no longer chasing people. You know what? I feel like this Ace of Cups is right around the corner. To me, when I see the Nine of Wands, it's because the Ace of Wands is near. And when the Ace of Wands shows up, I feel like you drop these burdens of waiting and you go on the next path here. But I think that you're good to wait. I don't think you're chasing anybody. And you don't care if you got to wait for years. You're going to end up with somebody who sees your worthiness, who sees that you're worth immediately, because you're a whole person. You don't need another person, but when you don't need something, you want it. You again flip into this energy of, yeah, I want that. I don't need it, but maybe I want that thing. Tell me more about this. The Ace of Cups is around the corner. Tell me more. We do have the Five of Cups. I think that you're worried that you're not going to get reciprocity here, but I do feel that there might be an air sign around the corner for some of you. Could be a Taurus or a Libra, could be Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. I do feel that when it comes to reciprocity here, that you are like, I don't want to be in this Five of Cups anymore. I don't want to be in sadness. I feel like you are kind of in a little bit of sadness, wondering, where's mine? I want to say, well, where is it already? I don't think you're focused on it, but I feel like you've already been waiting some time. Maybe for some of you, 6 years you've been single. But we do have the reciprocity energy here, and I feel like what you realize what you need to do is be super honest about what it is that you want. I'm going to give it to you really straight. Like, that's what the energy is here. I'm going to give it to you, but it's going to be very honest and head over heart. I'm not going to deal in emotions until I know that we're actually going to make this work, and then I will deal in emotions. Tell me more about this Empress, please. We have the Eight of Cups. You've walked away from people before and you've been okay with it. That's what it looks like. There really is somebody here. I feel I'm speaking to a Capricorn who knows their worth, who has realized their worth. And I feel like you've walked away from relationships before. You've walked out of celebratory relationships to get victory elsewhere because you weren't dealing with people who are emotionally disconnected. I feel like you're not dealing with that anymore. You're not dealing with people who are not ready. And you're just going to be honest right at the very get-go. If you're not ready, I'm not interested. And so I feel like something is coming that's very much around the corner, though. That's what it looks like here. There is something coming around the corner, and I think that divine timing is going to bust you out of this energy of being bored or feeling in lack or feeling on the outside looking in, watching all of your friends get relationships or find beautiful people to be with. Temperance tells me it's coming, but it's in divine timing here. We have the Three of Wands, you're waiting, Knight of Swords, and the Hierophant. So your person that is arriving is someone who is going to be a commitment. So I don't think you're dating to just date. I don't think you're dating at all. I think you're waiting for the right one to find you because you're ready for commitment. And so I feel like your person could be a Taurus or a Gemini, possibly a Sagittarius, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, Libra or Taurus. Take it as it resonates for you. But I feel like this is coming. I want to say that you're waiting. You're waiting, and the expansion is coming. I feel like it's coming quicker than you think it is because we do have the Knight of Swords, and I feel like this person is going to make themselves known. You don't have to say a word. I feel like this person is going to tell you, look, I'm not dating just to date. I'm dating because I want a commitment. This person could also tell you that maybe they were in a marriage that ended, that maybe they're on the outside looking in. When I see the Hierophant and the Five of Pentacles, to me it's someone who's separated, not yet divorced. So you might know them that way. We do have the Two of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This person's going to want to go slow with you, Capricorn, but I think that you like that anyway. There's your energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, right? We have the Two of Pentacles. This person, I feel, is somebody with the Three of Pentacles who wants friendship first. They want to build the foundation of really liking you, because that's really what is going to get you through the hardest times. You start in fire, fire burns out. But when you start in Pentacles and you build foundations and you build it slowly to this place where we're really stable and ready to settle down, I feel like you will get a very settled commitment here. And we do have the Wheel of Fortune. When it shows up, you're going to be shocked. I feel like you're going to be overwhelmed. I feel like you're going to be overwhelmed with emotion because I feel like you're going to know this person when they walk in the door. It's like you're going to have a feeling about this person. We've got Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. We got Taurus again, Gemini. We have Sagittarius energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We've got Leo. We've got Virgo energy and Libra and Taurus. All right, Aquarius, it is you. Tell me about Aquarius. Sneak peek for the single Aquarius. What's coming up for Aquarius, please, for the weekend? Sneak peek for the weekend. Tell me about Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Tell me about Aquarius. Aquarius, if you're interested in a reading for your energy only, it is 10% off until the next 3 days. It ends at the end of the month. All right, what's going on here? Look at that. We've got your energy with the Knight of Cups here. So we're already on it. I feel like there is somebody who is coming up behind you, who's going to approach you here. And I feel like this person, their intention is romance, but I feel like you're going to be very head over heart with them. I feel like you're going to be very honest and truthful. You're not going to see it or believe it. I feel like you want to talk to this person, figure out who they are, and you're not getting your heart involved, right? The Queen has her heart locked away, and not because she's heartless, but because I'm not going to get my heart involved until I know who this is, who this person is. They could be a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. Tell me more about this, please, for Aquarius. We do have the Chariot, we have the Nine of Wands, and we have the Moon. Look, it's right around the corner. I feel like for some of you, it's probably this weekend that you meet this person. It feels like it's racing at you. I want to say that the victory is coming in super quick, but I want to say you're behind the fear wall. So listen, you know, there's always opportunities around us, always opportunities around us. And whether we see them or not is up to us. Those opportunities are always floating about. And whether we see them or not is up to us. So I feel like there's somebody here who's creeping up behind you, I want to say. It's almost like you're standing in line. Maybe they'll be in line behind you. Maybe you're at a social gathering and you get up to go to the washroom and there's a lineup. It's almost like there's somebody who's standing behind you. That's what it feels like. It doesn't have to be, but that's the feeling that I'm getting. But they could be a Cancer, possibly a water sign. I feel like because we've got lots of Cancer Pisces here, right? Cancer, Pisces, and then we've got Pisces there. So it feels like Cancer or Pisces. I feel like I feel like things are not as they seem, that maybe if you're single, that things are not as they seem. I want to say that that you kind of give the side eye to people who come to you for romance, right? You can see that person is giving the side eye. I want to say that I feel like you don't see that there is somebody coming. I feel like you will meet someone, but I feel like for some of you, it may not be this weekend. It could be, because this Knight is very close to the person who is the Queen of Swords, right? Right behind them. So it could be. Maybe it's someone that you're not looking at. Maybe it's someone you need to turn around and look at. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. We've got the Four of Wands. And we've got the Six of Pentacles. The next relationship you end up in is going to be the serious one. The Four of Wands here, it's like somebody wants to settle down, move in, and I want to give you reciprocal energy. So I feel like the next relationship that you find, or that finds you, is going to be one of a very slow-moving, settled. This person's going to have their money in place. I feel like if you don't have your money in place, you're going to have to get your money in place first. That's what it feels like here. But the Moon tells me that things aren't as they seem. So I want to say that you are scared, giving it the side eye, standing behind the firewall. But in order to be able to have this, you need to come out from behind the firewall, which means you're going to have to get your heart out of that little jail here. You're going to have to show some type of emotion, but I feel like you're keeping the emotions under wrap, I want to say. We do have the Star. There's you. We have the Page of Swords, because you want to get to know them first. And I get it. I totally get it. I feel like with the Star that you're very hopeful, but yet a little bit cynical. I would say that you don't want to spiral out of control, but I feel like you want to get to know this person, right? You want to get to know who they are. And you don't want to make any impulsive decisions, right? You don't want to just jump right in, right? You want to have a face-to-face conversation with somebody who's highly intelligent like you, right? Like the Queen of Swords. Somebody who responds and doesn't react. Somebody who's very intellectual. I feel like this is the person who is going to open conversation with you. I feel like this person could be somebody who's already watching you, honestly. It could be, you know, maybe a friend said, you got to go watch Aquarius. This is where their Facebook page is, or this is where they are on Instagram. I think somebody already might be watching you here. Tell me more. I think that I feel like the Star is telling me that you hope this is true. I feel like your person could be a water sign, or a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. We've got the Six of Wands. You are going to get some sort of, oh, look at that. You are going to get, I feel, with the Six of Wands, the Emperor. And the Ace of Cups on the bottom of the deck. I like it. So I feel like somebody here is about to open up to you here. Somebody's about to step forward, because that's what the Emperor does. The Emperor's in charge, steps forward, right? The masculine energy. And somebody here, the Emperor only steps forward if they know they're going to get the victory. So I feel like they've been filled in about you a little bit. Somebody's told you about them. No, sorry. Someone has told them about you. It's like, you got to meet my friend Aquarius. Like, this person is really great. They're beautiful or handsome, and I feel like the Emperor, it's like they're convinced that they will have the victory, but mostly they're willing to give you a lot of attention. And I feel like this Emperor is kind of breaking their own rules. It feels like they're out of their head, that they do want to speak with you, that this person is coming forward to make conversation, and they are looking to date for love. Look at that. Got the Empress here, and that's why I feel like it almost feels like you're being fixed up by friends, but you don't know about it. One of your friends is like met somebody who knows somebody and says, look, I got a friend, she's an Aquarius and she's single, or he's an Aquarius and he's single, and he really wants to meet somebody, but it's got to be a specific kind of person, and the specific kind of person is someone who's got a lot of wisdom. That's what it feels like here. So I feel like there's a big decision that will have to be made after to come out of hermit mode. That's what it feels like. What is the outcome here? Because I feel like it's a lovely outcome with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. We start talking about our feelings, talk about what we really want in a relationship. We've got the Nine of Cups, the Ace of Pentacles. Look at that. Yes. Soulmate connection, there it is. You are going to meet someone who's highly intellectual like you, someone who wants to go over details, someone who talks about things head over heart. We're not going to get all of these feelings involved right away. My back is to the romance, my back is to the feelings, but I feel like this is going to be a very happy new beginning, a very happy new beginning with the King of Swords. So we do have Aries, Sagittarius, Leo energy here. We have, let me just pull these up here. We have Aquarius, we've got Libra and Taurus, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy. We've got Aries, got Leo, we've got more Aquarius energy a couple of times here. We've got Cancer and Pisces, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, more Cancer energy, more air energy. All right, all right. Tell me about Pisces. Tell me about Pisces, please. A single Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter. Sneak peek for the single Pisces. Pisces, if you're interested in having a reading that is not general, but based on your own energy, please know there's just 3 days left for the sale. Look for the pinned comment for all the information you need. All right, here we go. Tell me about Pisces, my two fishes friends. Tell me what's coming up for the single Pisces, please, on the weekend. Tell me what's coming up for Pisces. We have the Strength card. Why does Pisces need to have courage? Your readings lately, Pisces, kind of catch me by surprise. It's like they start out one way and they're not at all like that at all. And I don't know what's going on with your energy here, but it feels like something has been building. That's what it feels like here. But then we've got the Page of Swords here. Pisces, I feel like somebody who has been watching you is about to come forward. That's what it feels like. We have somebody here in the Nine of Wands. They've been watching you because this person, I feel, is a wounded warrior. They are somebody who's been hurt a lot in their life, and they are also trying to find the courage to come forward. They could be a Leo or an Aquarius, so they're trying to get more details about you. While this person is healing themselves, I feel like they've had some sort of an unexpected or terrible ending. I feel like this person is still trying to heal themselves, but I feel like they are about to come forward. We just need one more wand for this person to drop their burdens, right? We've got the Five of Pentacles, we've got the Hierophant, and we've got the Knight of Wands. There it is. The one wand here with the Knight, I feel, is all we needed in order for this person to drop their burdens of this harsh ending. This person, I feel, has been watching you, and I feel like they're trying to be courageous while they watch you, but I also think that the first card out means that you need to be courageous for something. Maybe it's a waiting period. Maybe waiting while you're single here, right? We've got the Sagittarian energy, or Temperance is in the reverse. It's not time yet, I want to say. But I'm going to say that with the Hierophant present here, it feels like this is going to be the relationship. It feels like you might feel left out in the cold at this time, but I feel like it's coming quicker than you think it is. I feel like it's coming in the future. I don't know if it's this weekend, but I feel like the Knight of Wands pointing into the future. I feel like this person is, I want to say that they're ready to settle down. They're ending their player ways is what they're doing. They've decided that they no longer want to go from person to person. This person's putting down the burdens of their player ways. They're ending that. And it took some courage for them to do that. I feel like this person is watching you, Pisces. We do have the Lovers. We have the World card. And we have the 10 of Cups. Look at that. This is an accomplishment. I feel like this person could be a Gemini. They could be Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, maybe a Pisces or a Cancer. It does feel like this person could also be in fire energy, or maybe this is telling me that this commitment is coming quicker than you think it is. I feel like this 10 of Swords here is telling me that somebody has decided, yeah, like they're no longer wanting to go here, there, and everywhere. They want to settle down with one person, and that's the Lover. So the next time they get into a relationship, it's going to be someone that they feel is their counterpart, someone they're deeply, soulfully connected to, somebody who I feel that they're going to feel accomplished with. Like it feels like this is a milestone for this person, that I just want one person that I could count on, who wants to be in the 10 of Cups with me, who wants to be emotionally happy with me. I feel like this is going to end up being a really awesome beginning, I want to say, because the World card is the end of the chapter. And when the chapter opens up again, the 10 of Cups is here. Somebody has closed an old chapter and they're now ready for the soulmate. That's what it feels like. They don't want to play around anymore. Somebody's realizing that time isn't forever. I'm not playing around anymore. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, and it took them a long time to come to this realization that they needed to go over the details before they speak with you. I feel like with the Ace of Swords, this is the yes card, right? It's like, absolutely, I'm going to work hard on it, as hard as I can on myself and on this, right? The Knight of Pentacles is here. This took this person a really long time to come to the realization that they need to work on themselves. I think that they thought that they could just, just run with who they are the whole time and just be, here, there, and everywhere, being with this person, with that person, short-term relationships all over the place. And it doesn't feel like that's what this is anymore. It feels like this person wants to talk to you with the Ace of Swords. They want to talk to you about having some sort of a deep connection here. We've got the 3 of Cups. They are going to ask you out here. The 3 of Swords. They're also scared that they're going to get hurt. We have the 2 of Cups here. This person's going to be super honest with you, Pisces. They're just going to say, look, if your intention is not to date, to be together for a long time and to be happy, then I'm not interested. And I think that they're trying to gauge you to find out what you want, because this person intends on having a very long celebratory relationship. That's what it looks like here with the Knight of Pentacles, the 10 of Cups here. This they're planning to have a very long-term, happy, exciting, celebratory relationship. And this person's going to tell you, I'm not in it to get my heart broken. So if that's what you're for, like if you're not interested in being with me for the long term, then I'm not interested in being with you. I really do feel that the 2 Cups tells me that you each exchange cups with each other, and this person is being very brave. The King of Wands is very brave. This person's being very brave, coming to you, speaking head over heart. They're trying to be really brave with the way that they tell you face to face that, you know what, I think that we are soulmates. I think they're going to say it to you face to face. There's a reason we keep coming back together again, right? We've got the circle here. There's a reason. It's because I feel like somebody keeps looking for the other person. And it feels like these two kind of go together. It's like no matter where the King of Swords is, the Queen is always looking for that person energetically. It's like it keeps pulling them back to your life, keeps pulling them back. So I feel like this is somebody that you already know. I feel like this is someone that you've been on again, off again with, but I don't feel like there's any remorse here. I don't feel like anything bad has happened. It doesn't feel like there's been any arguments or heartbreak. I don't see the Three of Swords. I feel like these two people are about to be really honest with each other about what is about to arrive, and it's going to be done face to face. This is not a text conversation. We have Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. We do have Virgo energy here a couple times. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Gemini. We do have a lot of fire. This person's very attracted to you. You're very attracted to them. They plan on having some sort of a commitment with you. And I feel like they are the wounded warrior. And they've been watching you. I feel like they've been trying to find the courage to come forward to give you reciprocity, my friend. They are coming from a place where I feel that settling down was a feeling of sadness, like I'm giving up. But I feel like this person is now ready to give reciprocity and settle down. I feel like it goes from the Five of Cups to the Six of Pentacles, which tells me they go from this place of sadness, it's never going to work out for me, emotions don't work out for me. They go to this place of Six of Pentacles where we're now giving each other emotions, and it's time for us to settle down, move slowly, build a foundation. That's what it looks like. It's time to heal this thing. It's time to come out of hiding and have some sort of a new beginning here. And this person is ready to love. They are somebody who's emotionally intelligent. They are very deep. This person is probably a water sign. We do have the moon, maybe Pisces or Cancer. Things are not what they seem with this person. If you talk to them all the time, I feel like they're keeping feelings under the surface. This might be someone that is a friend that you keep speaking with, but there's feelings on both sides, but nobody's saying anything. I feel like this is the weekend that we say something here. That's what it looks like. Yeah, we've got Aries energy, Scorpio, Pisces, Cancer, more Virgo, Pisces, Cancer energy. Gemini. I can't remember if I did this. Leo energy, Taurus. We've got Gemini, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, and Aquarius. I'm going to go for now. Thank you so much for being here. I do appreciate you. I will be back because I'm always back. You guys take care, and I will see you later. Bye-bye.